Okay, everyone. I'm going to stream Shogun Total War 2. A little bit different than the last streams, Napoleon Total War. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel too. Um, Basically, playing this almost blind. I have played this map before that I'm about to play. The Battle of. Well, we'll see in a second what the battle is, but it should be good. And basically, we're gonna see if the Napoleon Total War skills kind of carry over to Shogun 2, which I think that Shogun 2 is so far from what I've seen, it's an easier game. But let's see what we have to do. I just give it a second to load. All right, let's do this historical battle here. We're doing Toba Fushimi. I'm not very big on Japanese history, so I don't really know if I'm mangling the name or not. Um, but as you see, I've already beaten it on very hard mode. The first couple of times I played this, I did lose because I didn't really pay attention to the mission objectives. So we'll see in a second what they are. Basically, you have to stop them from crossing, from bypassing you and crossing into the city, right? Basically, if they get past you, you lose it. It's fairly easy. This map, once you know that, you know which bridges to block and where to put your units. So that's going to be most of this the work here. Where to put your units, what bridges to block, and so on. I mean, it takes a while to load. It's actually taking longer to load on my PC than to load on my new gaming laptop. I kind of wish I'd used my gaming laptop to stream this. Um, but let's see where this goes.
After the Battle of
It's a little bit of Japanese history
the
now.
Tokugawa shogunate dominated Japan. Those who fought Tokugawa Ieyasu became the Tozama, the outsiders. Disgraced, the Tozama daimyo and their descendants were forever excluded from positions of power. Instead, they looked abroad, prospering through commerce with China and the West. Threatened by the newly wealthy Tozama, Tokugawa Ieyasu, grandson of Ieyasu, closed the ports of Japan, banning all foreign trades. For over 200 years, Japan remained isolated. With no enemies, the power of the shogunate waned. Then in 1853, a fleet of American warships forced open the ports of Japan. The shogun was humiliated. Revolutionary ideas and machines from the West began to flood the country. With the shogun's position weakened, his enemies began to circle. The Tozama daimyo, even the emperor himself, see the chance to bring down the Tokugawa and rule Japan.
Alright, let's start this battle. January 27th, 1868. So relatively
It is
late
a time of
in
great
Japanese
political
history.
tension in Japan. The Tokugawa shogunate is in turmoil. The Satsuma and Choshu clans have rallied to the emperor in a bid to restore his power. Their troops mass in the imperial capital Kyoto in an effort to intimidate the political classes. They are led by Saigo Takamori, a samurai from Satsuma province. Respected throughout Japan for his honor and integrity, Takamori believes passionately in the emperor's cause. He is prepared to fight to see the emperor restored to political prominence as in former days. He stretches the patience of the shogun, and now it has snapped. From his base in Osaka Castle, Shogun Tokugawa Yoshinobu has sent a letter to the emperor's court detailing Takamori's treachery. To ensure that the letter reaches the emperor, Yoshinobu has sent his army to deliver it. Saigo Takamori has no intention of letting the shogun's army reach Kyoto. He has blocked the road at Toba and Fushimi. And so war has come. Your task is to prevent the shogunate army from reaching Kyoto.
All right.
Shogunate units approach. Our orders are to prevent them reaching Kyoto to the northwest. Block their exit from the battlefield.
All right. This is a little bit different than Napoleon. Modern times. I mean, you could sort of explain the game being easier because it is a modern kind of game. Let's take a look at the types of units that we have. You still have horsemen, right? It's not tanks. This is the general unit. It's not a general's place to fight. He has a battle to organize. This is a general unit. We're gonna make him stay close to our troops in the middle of the fight. Yariki, spear-armed horsemen, can be incredibly effective in attacks against enemy cavalry. So these are more like lancers. You can use these spears to attack other horsemen. Right? We're gonna keep these in reserve just because these two horse units, the general and the spearmen, are the only two horse units we have. Everyone else is infantry, right? And then we have 3 units of line infantry here. These are sort of the bread and butter. Bulk of an army, good deal at the killing and most of the dying, right? Black bear infantry. I mean, compared to the line infantry, the black bear infantry have more reload skill, more morale, more melee attack, basically more of everything, right? I mean, it's because it's a named unit. I'm assuming it's a elite infantry, right? More light infantry. We have these guys with katanas, so these are the traditional samurai. I mean, they're all samurai, but these are the ones with the swords and Armstrong gun. I don't know how this artillery works. In Napoleon Total War, they didn't have ammunition, right? So the other units had ammunition, and it looks like in this game they have ammunition too, 10 ammunition. And the artillery pieces don't have ammunition, so it's key to basically use artillery. But you see here in this game, it says 20 ammunition, so they probably fixed that little part of the game. The cannons actually have ammunition now. So we're gonna have to use these. And what are these? 4 guns, range 550, which is halfway across the map, which is great. This one here, these are probably your best soldiers, the Kahitai. I'm assuming they're the best because they have the most modern looking hats, almost like First World War hats, right? It says Line infantry deadly with modern rifles. So let's compare this with line infantry. You have this one, and then you have this one. Range 125, accuracy 36, accuracy 61. So they're absolutely deadly, and they're so good that they encourage the nearby units, right? So these are almost like Imperial Guardsmen. These ones would be really good. You have the White Bear Infantry. These are also a named unit. Looks like they could hide in the woods too, and they're a named unit, so they're better than the ordinary line infantry. Finally, we have the one unit here, Levy Infantry, that looks like I think it's the equivalent of militia, right? So when you levy something, it's you go out and you get a whole bunch of people together, and get them together, and katana, some more katana people, samurai, and this one, the Yari Kichi. You gotta use them against cavalry, right? Incredibly effective against cavalry. So let's see where we are right now. Let's deploy our forces. So what is the goal? We have to prevent them from going to Kyoto. They're indicated by these four triangles here, and the only way that they could get across is to get across this river somehow, right? So the first time I played this map, I didn't realize where they would come. Now I know exactly where they're going to come, so it's going to be relatively easy to beat this. They can come across here on this bridge, these two bridges here, and then this bridge here, and also at the top here. One thing to note is that most of your forces are start at the top here, but this is not where they're mostly going to go. They're mostly going to go to these other three arrows, right? So let's deploy our Armstrong guns first, our artillery. So have everything work with the artillery, and it looks like you can still put them as an arrow here. Now, where can they actually cross the river? They can actually cross the river where it's yellow here. You can actually walk into the space, right? So you can tell where the water is shallow enough almost by looking at it, where they can cross the river. And they can do it here, they can't do it here, right? They can sort of do it here, but then they would have to go across here, then across here, and I know they're not going to do that. I mean, here, they can cross here, and they can, obviously they can run across the bridges, right? So you press space to know where the troops are. So beside the artillery, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the ordinary line infantry, because the lead infantry is gonna be needed elsewhere. I'm gonna put them somewhere else. Normally, what you want to do in open battle is you want to surround your artillery with your most powerful infantry, right, to protect your artillery. But in this case, it's not an open battle. It's basically sort of a waiting mission, right? You're waiting for things to happen, and you know where they're gonna arrive, right? And what's nice about Total War, this improvement, is the units are running by default. What's annoying in Napoleon is you had to basically set them to run all the time to start, but you move them here and they're running by default, right? So it looks like in modern times soldiers are more fit, they train better, they run. I don't know, maybe Japanese training made them run more, I don't know. But that's what it is here. And let's keep deploying. Let's see where we're going to go. So we've got two here. This northern flank is defended by the Armstrong gun and two the lines of infantry. This bridge we're going to defend with the katana people. Now when I did this, they never really managed to cross the bridge, right? But things can change. And it seemed to work before. It's probably a better idea to put the katana people right over here. right where the either where the bridge is or where the or where this area is, just because you sort of know that they're gonna come across the bridge. I know they're gonna come across the bridge here. So these two are spoken for. So is this katana, this black bear, and this line infantry. What I'll do is I will put the black bear infantry sort of like this, so that they can shoot the troops coming across. Now maybe what I want to do is I want to do this, because they're gonna come across like this, right? And I want to shoot them as they're coming across. Now there's this sort of hill here. Problem is, if it's like this, it might stop them from shooting, right? So maybe it's a better idea to basically go like this, so that we can basically shoot them as they come across this little thing there, right? And the main thing is I want to make sure that I'm able to shoot as they're coming across the bridge, right? I think it's a better idea to do this. This is what I'll do. I'll go like this, and they will basically shoot the black bear infantry will shoot the people coming across the bridge, because a lot of people come across the bridge, right? I don't want to basically not be able to shoot across the bridge. And then here I will sort of go like this. I'll redeploy as I have to, right? These ones will go sort of like this to shoot the bridge, because I know they're going to come across the bridge, right? I know they're going to come across here. There's a little problem here with the hill, because the hill sort of blocks your shooting, right? But we're just going to live with that for now. I mean, another way I could do it is put them on top of the hill a little bit, and they'd be able to shoot down the hill, right? Down the hill into the enemies. Could almost go like this. Right. Almost like that, but I'm not gonna do that. The reason is it's a little too far in front. What you can do is you can put them sort of reverse slope, you know, use Wellingtonian tactics. Put them behind the hill, that way they can't get shot at. I know they're not going to shoot me, and the reason is the Shogun's army is mostly spearmen. They barely have any kind of guns, so that's what makes this mission actually really, really easy, because they don't have guns. Let's see, what else do we have here? Katana, these katana people, and let's bring this these horsemen. I mean, what's annoying is when my control keys are pulled. It's when these horsemen down into the village here. We know that we're gonna need them in the village here. This is where we're gonna bring them. Alright, let's deploy these troops here, the lead infantry. We're gonna pick these three here. And put them in line formation here like this. Right. And I'll shoot the people coming across the bridge. Now, what you want here is to have your Armstrong guns. Last time I experimented with them over there, I'm not sure that's the best place to put them. Put these Yarikichi here. They're gonna fight the horsemen here. And you got one more group of katana wielding soldiers. Have them right over here in case they need to run in front of the gun shooters. And I mean, these Armstrong guns. Question is where should I put them, right? The last set of Armstrong guns. I mean, maybe what I can do is put them right on top of the hill here, and they can shoot everyone on the hill. Something like this, right? I'm not sure if this is the greatest place to put them. Usually, it's a mistake to put your guns on the flank like this, but you are protected here by the river, right? And because we're protected by the river, I'm not as worried as thinking that cavalry will come across and attack the flank of the cannons like this. Also, it's a kind of map where everything is sort of really constrained, right? You see, it's like this, and the guns here, and they'll shoot whatever is coming across this bridge like this. All right, let's have this go. There's one more group of levy infantry here, and these ones are here fighting spearmen when we fighting the horses. So what I'll do is I will put the levy infantry like this, just so that they have a really good shot against the horsemen coming across the bridge. How do I know that the horsemen are coming across the bridge? Because I've played this map before. So the horsemen are going to come across the bridge like this, and we're going to be able to shoot them as they come across, right? And what I'll do is I will send these troops, the best troops I have here, to fight the horsemen later on when I need to. They'll go right over here, right, and help them out. All right, let's have this go. It's taken me 20 minutes to set everything up. It looks like there's a group of soldiers that are not moving here. What are these? I have one group of line infantry that are basically not moving. Let me see where I can put these. I mean, let's maybe I can put them like this and have them shoot the horsemen that are gonna come across here, because there's gonna be quite a few horsemen, right? I mean, that's pretty far for them to walk. I don't know if it's too far or not, but let's see where they go. And I'm sort of leaving this bridge undefended because I know that they'll all come across here. They won't run across the bridge, right? That may be a bad assumption to make. We'll see later as the troops start moving. Okay, let's speed things up a bit. I think one of these troops are not gonna make it. They're let's see where it's going here. These ones here are going like this. Let's go across like that. Just because it's not a good idea to be running into these ones here. And just taking a look at the map, here are the Shogun's troops here. More katana people, spearmen, and just sort of people with guns, levy infantry. Militia. Let's unlimber the artillery here. And hopefully the artillery just starts shooting. Now when I first saw these Armstrong guns, I thought they'd be like Gatling cannons from the Last Samurai movie. But they're kind of not. As you see, it's sort of almost like you see this little circle, it's almost like a little artillery here. And these ones should start turning south here. Right. It looks like these ones might be caught. Let's go over here. I want to see what's going on here. It looks like there's a fight going on here. My elite infantry is beginning to shoot the spear levy and the levy infantry here. And these ones here, line infantry, I don't know if they're making it or not. I mean, let's shoot these then. They're running across the bridge. I mean, it looks like they're going across the bridge here. Let's see. Are my horsemen ready here? Let's unlimber these. Walk, run. We need to run here. I mean, I thought they would run by default, but apparently not. There we go. I don't know if these spearmen are starting to hit him in the back with spears, starting to chuck spears yet. Maybe not. And down here, there's already been a fight sort of over here that we didn't really see very much of because I was busy controlling them here. I mean, quite a few of them have died. 30 of these have died. And we've managed to drop 2 units of line infantry here. That's fine, right? There we go. Start shooting them. Alright. Now let's have these go across. They're gonna run across now. And the artillery is gonna start shooting them. Yeah. The artillery really kills a lot of them. Look at how many the artillery's already killed here. Alright, look at how many people the artillery kills. It's definitely worth it. We look down here and we take a look at some of the Shogun's units. Many of these have already retreated, right? We've already been back. A few of the spear infantry, and at the cost of about 26 soldiers here of the modern soldiers, the Kihitai, accuracy 61. encourages nearby units. And here's the general. He's sort of not in range of the fight. He didn't stay in range of the fight. Let's put him in range then. And here's the fight that's coming over here. Oh, everyone's getting shot. Wavering 90. Most people have died already. Shattered. There you go. They're dead. Now these ones we're going to reinforce down here. Because I know that the horsemen are going to come down here in a little bit. Now, not so many red dots. It looks like these ones are going across the bridge. And I didn't really prepare for that. I mean, normally I kept a unit of katana men right here, but I didn't this time. So it's a good thing that I sort of looked at the map. I mean, look at that. I don't know exactly where they're gonna go. They're gonna come across, right? Let's see if we're able to do this here. I mean, can they do that? And let's have them like this for maximum firepower. It's killing a lot of them, right? They're retreating off it because they don't want to cross the bridge for some reason. Looks like they do have a little bit of brains, a little bit of AI that tells them to change depending on what, but not too much. Okay, let's see where these red dots are headed. I mean, most of them seem to be headed this way. I think just these two and the artillery are almost enough by themselves to basically, I mean, look at how many we're killing here. 73. Let's start shooting this one over here. And we'll bring this one here, bring these ones back over here. It looks like there's a large fight about to start over here. Let's bring them right over here. And what we want to do is keep the katana men ready to charge, right? Keep the katana men ready to charge. And these here, let's keep them like this, so that they're in. The firepower is a little bit tighter. Looks like a lot of troops getting ready to charge. Let's see if we manage to drop them before they quit. It says steady. Let's inspire. It's the general, right? I mean, how do you do this? Inspire. Doesn't mean that they're inspired. Are these inspired? I don't know if they're inspired or not. In Napoleon, they would go up with a little sort of arrow chevron or something if you did that. Let's say we click inspire here. It looks like it's some kind of ability when you inspire. Click inspire here. Alright, let's Shogatai, Yarikichi, get these inspire. I mean, I think I spent the inspire already. What about this here? We're gonna send in the Katana Kichi to fight the Yari Kichi. Katanas, guys with swords. And there's also a bunch of dudes here crossing the water here. I think these will hold out nicely. What's going on here? They can't cross here, can they? Right, they can. I was just checking. I mean, now they're crossing across here. We need to send in our troops. And let's send them in. I mean, let's see if I can basically. Right, and now my swordmen will come in to fight. I need to bring them back because they're getting shot at. These ones here still getting shot at. And Shogatai, I want to see what Shogatai actually do. It's too bad I can't actually see what the enemy units do, right? I mean, they've got katanas. Line infantry in melee combat. Let's get them out. Get them out of melee combat here. Get the general back. I mean, 33 of them have died, right? I'm sort of risking it a bit. Let's fight these ones with my horsemen. I wanted to save my horsemen a bit, but looks like I won't be able to. Okay. Here are my katana people. The katana people are fighting definitely. Line of sight blocked. Line of sight blocked. Looks like they cannot fight the katana people. Let's keep sending everyone back a bit. I want to see if I can unblock the line of sight here. I mean, here are the Saber Cavalry, and they're fighting the Yari Kichi. And there's more horsemen coming over here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go right over here and send these ones to help fight the horsemen. The horsemen, these 50 will have to fight these Shogatai by themselves. White Bear Infantry. I mean, it's sort of microing everyone around. Now the line of sight shouldn't be blocked now, right? These ones here. Let's do this right here, right? At least they should be able to form up. Alright, looks like some of these Saber Cavalry, they broke through. And they're charging the Levy Infantry. Interesting. I don't think they'll win because there's only 30 of them, but I mean, let's do this here. I mean, as you can see, they sort of move really, really fast. Unit winning. What you can do is shoot them in the back like this. Just send them back like this. They'll get shot at. I mean, the cavalry is mostly losing here, and this White Bear Infantry managed to beat off the spearmen. I mean, I think that's it mostly. There's still one more wave of enemies to defeat. I mean, here it looks like we didn't get to see it, but it looks like the artillery really did its job over here. Killed everything. I'm gonna go here. No more horsemen here. Let's go like this. And here. And they should shoot here. Alright. And you should actually charge these. Maybe it should be dead pretty soon. All that firepower. Right, dead. Right. So put your soldiers here like this. Now these two. I mean, you have to be careful with the shift button because you sort of pick troops that you don't really want to. So you have to use control. Go like this. I don't know how many more come along this way. I don't remember. But we definitely have enough troops here to stop him. There's a second phase of this battle, where basically you have to fight the second phase of the troops. But let's see how these go. I don't think they'll do very well because they'll get pounded by the artillery and they'll lose. I mean, here come more horsemen. I think I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful here because here come the horsemen. I don't know where the horsemen are going. If I have to redeploy troops to the north, that's what I'll do. Let's bring more troops to the north here. And let's bring the general and these ones over here. Because I see some horses there. I don't know where they're going, but let's bring them over. Alright, you see they're going this way and they're going this way sort of. I don't know where they're going. I think they're going, if they're going here, they're gonna get shot up by the Armstrong guns. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, there's no such thing as square formation in this kind of stuff, right? Look how fast those horsemen are going. Infantry in this game holds up pretty well to cavalry, even without square formation, right? Right. Here come the horsemen. It's a lot of horsemen that sort of got across. 25 shaken. It's alright, they're gonna have to hold their own. I mean, there we go, like they died, right? And there's only 20 horsemen against 196 soldiers. They'll win eventually. These horsemen, they won't be able to do much, especially against the artillery, right? I mean, that was a little bit of friendly fire. The artillery shot up my own men a little bit, but it's alright. Horsemen in this game seem relatively weak, right, compared to the guns. I think that guns are basically too good. So there's not much going for guns in this game. I mean, for horses in this game. Because guns basically gotten to the point where they're really, really good. And looks like I need some infantry here. Let's see. And let's bring the general. Where's the general here? The general's over here. They're not able to cross here, right? Looks like the last stand is going to be here. Their last attempt at crossing. Gonna need to bring everything in. Bring the horsemen over here. I moved too many of my soldiers away, right? I've got these two here. And another two infantry here. I'd be able to handle this, but now it's a little bit questionable. But at least I'm blocking the bridge, so what matters, right? All right. This is what I'll do. I will go like this, so that I can basically hit them as they're coming across like that. And then the katana people will have to fight, and the spearmen will have to fight as well. Because they don't have enough guns here. And they're shooting the wrong thing. They should be shooting the people trying to force their way across. What I should do is move them back a little bit, and then let these people with the guns have line of sight, right? Be able to shoot. I mean, they're moving across here, they're moving across the hill. And what I see, there's spearmen. What I should do is I should send these swordsmen to fight the spearmen. I don't know if swordsmen are good against spearmen. They probably are. Just from Total War. Let's rally all these. And maybe I can send the horsemen in to fight the spearmen, I don't know. I mean, don't have this here. This should be here, right? It should be here to shoot them, but it isn't. And we definitely can't let the spearmen fight the horsemen here. I mean, it looks like that these Armstrong, it's getting hit by the Armstrong gun, which is very interesting. The Armstrong gun is very, very far away. And let's get the general over here. They can win if they kill the general, so I've got to keep the general alive. looks like the Armstrong guns are basically. Here we go. We've somehow managed to get. They moved around this way. And do this here. I think we can flank him like this, send him like this, and then send the katana men like this. I mean, look, the swordsmen are losing. It's not good. We need guns. We need the guns to bear here, right? Definitely need guns here. And maybe guns like this here. And the swordsmen sort of bought time for the guns to shoot. It's not ideal. What we had to do here, we had to use a lot of our swordsmen to fight. And there we go. I think we've got this now. Right. Now the guns are shooting them in the back. "62 swordsmen. There we go. Now they're running. Let's bring them back and have these guns ready to shoot here like this. It's a lot more moving around than I would have liked, just because I don't like that. But we managed to win anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's bring it over here to be able to shoot them in the flank like that. A lot of the katana soldiers died. We won't be able to use a lot of them for the second phase of the battle. It's fine. You know, there's so many of them still shooting. I think it's the general's units that are shooting. There we go. I mean here, 150 of these Yarikichi died. These are the spearmen that are good against horses, but apparently not so good against swordsmen. Let's march them up here. We shoot down. They should start shooting right now. Get them over this hill like this so they can shoot down the hill. Sometimes little changes in the hill make a huge difference. Right? If they're in the hill, they can't shoot.
The Shogun's advance has been broken. His men flee in disarray. Daylight is failing, and the enemy are setting up camp nearby. Let us do likewise.
The Shogun's army has been thrown back after a day of heavy fighting. He still maintains a significant force, and now his sword is fully drawn. There is no pretense of anything but open battle. However, the victory of the Choshu and Satsuma forces has brought political gains overnight. They now have support from nearby Kyoto, including from the Emperor's relatives. Saigo Takamori and his allies are united under the imperial banner. The Shogunate army now see that they defy the will of the Emperor. Drive them from the battlefield.
Alright, here we go. You get some additional units, some Kyoto police, bonus versus cavalry, imperial infantry, and you have all the units that survived the beginning of the fight. You know? So what you want to do, how I just beat this was, it's actually relatively easy. You just get all the people who can shoot a gun, put them in a line. Traditional line tactics, right? You just stand in a line and shoot them. Main thing about that is you want to basically what you want to do is you want to basically keep the line solid, but also have infantry reserve in the back, just because they may manage to get across, right? So you get all these sort of swordsmen, spearmen like units and put them center like this, right? And the general can go sort of like this in the center. And we've got these two Armstrong guns. We need them, put them like this. They probably won't get in the fight because it'll probably be over before they get into action.
Now we fly the Imperial banner. Our enemy lose the will to fight. Crush them.
Alright, it's time to crush them. Not too many they've got. They've got some horsemen, the only dangerous thing they have. And the rest are sort of, they have some matchlock infantry, sort of an older kind of firearm. I mean, they've got some stuff. Definitely they've got some stuff here, but it's not as much as what they had before, and we've got a lot more now. So as long as we keep our troops in formation and ready to shoot, we should win. Plus we have the artillery, right? The artillery can really start shooting as soon as it gets on this sort of ridge here. But I don't want to give them all this high ground here. They don't have any artillery, which makes it so easy for us to defeat them, right? Now let's turn up the speed. Maximum speed here. Everyone's getting into position here, right? Eventually I'll have a line of battle going across like this. I mean, you can't go inside the house, which is a good thing because houses were really a pain in the nuts in Napoleon to fight in. Because it's not honorable to fight and shoot from a house, where they got rid of that aspect of the game. Here they come, Yariki. Let's pause. I mean, we're shooting them, they're dying, most of them are already dead. I'm not worried. In Napoleon, if horses caught you outside of square, it was a real pain. Yeah. But there's not even this concept of square now because firearms are so good. I mean, there it goes. So many of the horses died, they just sort of died. More horsemen are on the way. Looks like just charging the horsemen straight on, which is not very smart and a waste of horse. I think I'll actually be able to get this this artillery into the fight in time. Just need to make sure that it sort of lands somewhere. It goes somewhere that it's actually useful. Needs to be at least on a ridge a little bit so it can shoot over the men. Here they come, more horsemen. Most of them are dying, and they're all dead. I mean, that computer leaves a lot to be desired, right? I mean, more horsemen are coming, ready to be shot at. General's bodyguard, they're all shot at. I mean, let's pause this right here. Looks like that I can bring in the flanks here. Because they're coming in this way. So I can basically go like this. And box them in. Yeah, that's what I can do. Box them in like this. They're coming in this way, and I've got my Kyoto police ready. The spearmen, they're coming up. They're all sort of attacking the center, right? And I don't really want to move the center. I want to hold the center. Ideally, I can send these Kyoto police units in. Fight the spearmen, but that'll sort of block the bullets, right? I won't have line of sight anymore, so maybe I would just not do that for now. Right, it's starting. The fight is starting. Let's send these here. What I'll do is I will send these like this. Right. Katana people. Let's see if I can basically fight them like this. And you can pull them up like this, right? Box them in. I mean, it's sort of lagging really badly. Not really much chance to respond to them, right? Because it's lagging so much. the Imperial infantry are, many of them have died already. Maybe they got caught by the and now we can sort of move these in here. To roll up their flank, right? And these two here, I mean, these are totally out of position, but what we can do is have them roll up the back like this. There's a lot of fighting going on, not getting much chance to respond to it. Here we go here. Imperial infantry, line infantry. It's going at maximum speed, that's why. It's here they come. More shooting is going on. Spear levy shaken. These ones here. What I need was to completely roll up their other end, right? But it's not happening yet. Katana Kichi. So I'm gonna go back like this. I mean, you see this here. Broken, winded. I mean, I didn't have any broken units the first time around, right? So it looks like I'm doing worse than when I first played this, right? But that's fine. Probably right. Don't try and disengage when you're basically in the melee. You'll lose a lot. And my Armstrong guns are not fighting, right? That's another thing. I mean, I see them called Imperial infantry, but they're not really elite infantry, right? They're just normal infantry. That work for the Emperor. I can shoot him in the back now. I mean, if they wheel around and start attacking me in the back, that'll be a different story. Kyoto Police, Matchlock Infantry. These two here. Should do is do this here. Oh, they rallied. Good stuff. These I mean, we're gonna end up winning eventually, right? It's just that just a matter of time, right? Because we're shooting them from all 4 sides. Anyway, I mean, that's sort of it, this battle here. Not too hard to win this. There's only a few more units left. Okay, they're all routed.
The Shogun army has been scattered. We are victorious.
Okay, everyone's victorious. You managed to kill everyone. That's it.
Political maneuvering and military tension have become full-scale war. Saigo Takamori has won a great victory in the Emperor's name. The Shogunate army are in full retreat to Osaka Castle, the seat of the Shogun himself. The Imperial forces give chase, and the war goes on.
Close victory. Before I think I got victory instead of close victory. Too many casualties probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can play this map, get decisive victory, especially if you use your Armstrong guns properly. Whatever, we beat it. That's how to beat it. It's not too hard. Even on very hard mode, it's not hard. Right, you see, they even managed to kill less than I played the first time, which is very interesting because the first time I actually lost about 1,000 here. And it looks like I only lost 1,000 soldiers here, and I killed 5,000 soldiers here. I mean, I could bring it down a lot. At the very start, not attack with those katana people. Most of the casualties are from katana people, right? Some of these infantry lost a lot of men. These Imperial infantry especially, they took the brunt of the attack, the charge at the end. They lost a lot of men here. And the katana infantry lost a lot of men. Those are my troops here. I mean here, the Imperial infantry lost a lot, the katana infantry lost a lot. So yeah, it's very possible for me to win this without losing very many men. Just have to be more careful of the way you use your men, and you can probably get a decisive victory. But a win is a win, and I'll take it. That's it. See everyone later. Let's see if the maps later on are a little bit more challenging than this one. Probably not. The guns and are really really powerful in this game. So spearmen aren't really much of a challenge, right? Melee people aren't really much of a challenge. But there wasn't really melee people in Napoleon's World War either. So basically, it's probably just because this is the first mission, the first historical battle, that was a little bit easier. You can block the bridges. But it is an interesting map to play, right? Bye.